Chet Holmgren is winning Rookie of the Year next season. There is nothing in my mind that will tell me otherwise. Now, I know Victor Wembanyama is going to be a rookie, and yeah, he'll probably be really good. Scoot Henderson and Brandon Miller might give him a run for their money. Hell, maybe not Brandon Miller. But those guys are going to be nothing compared to Chet Holmgren, who missed all of his real rookie year last season due to a foot injury he got last offseason right before his rookie campaign took off. And like his predecessors, with the likes of Blake Griffin and Ben Simmons before him, he's going to be able to win Rookie of the Year in his sophomore season because he missed his entire rookie season due to injuries. I mean, Ben Simmons and Blake Griffin both had an entire year just living the NBA lifestyle and atmosphere, so they were already pretty accustomed to what needed to be done to become a real professional NBA player. They were already kind of used to it at that point when they actually started playing. They had a lot more time to get ready. So, I believe the same thing is happening here with Chet Holmgren. I mean, the dude put 13 pounds of pure muscle on during the offseason, and that was one of his biggest questions, was can he put on enough weight to play with the big dogs, the same way people are saying for Victor Wembanyama and Kevin Durant before him. Can this skinny, lanky, scrawny looking dude put on enough weight to hang in the NBA? And Chet Holmgren has done that. Now, 13 pounds might not sound like a lot, but it was only one offseason, and he will continue to get bigger, obviously. But hell, he's played 2 Summer League games so far, and in both of those, he looked really darn good. I mean, there was just one spin move he hit on the guys where NBA Twitter went absolutely wild, and deservedly so, because it's officially his way of saying, I'm back. Like, don't forget about me. I was a second overall pick for a reason. And while his time at Gonzaga might be fading from a few people's memories, let me remind you how nice this guy was. I mean, in his 1 year with Gonzaga, he was shooting 60% from the field. Pretty efficient shooting. He averaged like 14-ish points. I want to say nearly 10 rebounds with like 2 assists. So he was an all-around type of player. Sure, he wasn't like an assisting playmaker, but he's a big man. It's not really his job. His job is to get boards and score, and that's what he's been best at. And hell, it's what he's continued to be best at. Plus, I want to say at Gonzaga, his shooting percentage from the three-point line was like a 39%, which is pretty high at the college level, but even higher at the NBA level. Let's see if he can continue those numbers, because like I said, playing in the NBA and college are very different kinds of games. However, the NBA isn't as different as it is to the Summer League, where a bunch of these guys are on the verge of making a roster, so they're basically playing for their careers and going all out. Sure, they might not be like the same skill level of competition as real NBA players, but they are trying just as or even harder because they have so much riding on the line for them every time they step onto the court in these Summer League games. So while they might be meaningless to the fans, and statistically speaking, they are not meaningless to the guys who are playing in them, which is why they are going to give 110% every time they step onto the court. Hell, look at Keegan Murray, man. Dude was a playoff starter last year, and he came back to the Summer League after winning Summer League MVP the year before, but I'm pretty sure it was just a flex. Come on, Keegan. He's dropping 41 points in a Summer League game. I don't know if he should be in here. I know he's still super young, and he's, like, eligible to be in here. And he did say he was coming back because he wanted to, like, get some work in, and he wanted to destigmatize, the bad sentiment they have around playing in the Summer League. Because, when you play in the Summer League, it's basically like saying you're either really young and super talented and just haven't played. You're basically either a rookie or you're a scrub. And Keegan Murray wanted to get rid of that stigma because he is certainly not either of those things. So that's why he said he came back. But really, I think he just wanted to put Wilt numbers up against easier competition, have some fun for the summer. Because Sacramento, I don't know if they're going to be able to replicate the magic that they had last season. I made a video about Sacramento, and I love the team and rooting for them. But I'm going to be real, man. As good as they looked last year, is some bonus going to play the same? And even if they do play the same, are they still going to struggle in the playoffs? We have no idea. We've only seen them make a run once. So the future's a little iffy in Sacramento. So Keegan Murray's just having his fun while there's still fun to be had. But enough about that. Let's get back to Chet Holmgren, who in his first game back after his massive injury people were all around the world were waiting to see what Holmgren looked like. Hell, I basically forgot about the dude, and I made a video about him. So in his first game back, I want to say that was against Utah. Correct me if I'm wrong here. He went up against Utah, dropped 15 points, played pretty well, I would say. And along with those 15 points came 9 rebounds, 2 assists, which is what he's used to averaging, and 4 blocks. So Chet Holmgren, he stepped it up on the defensive end and locked down Utah. And Utah is basically all super young dudes. So he's basically playing against their starters. Not really, but kind of. I mean, half these guys are probably going to be on the team. Keontae George was nice. Ochai Agbaji. Like, these are some dudes with some real talent. And he smacked on them. He smacked on them. Utah got absolutely spanked. Now, in his second game, he didn't have as well of a shooting night. I'm pretty sure he only scored like 10 points against the Grizzlies in a loss in his second Summer League game. But, let's not look too deep into that, all right? He did get, 10 plus rebounds against the Grizzlies, which is pretty damn good. Hell, I think the Grizzlies were kind of overdoing it with the players they had. I mean, hell, Kenny Lofton is a different animal. I do think he is ready for the NBA. Sure, his size and his build is a bit questionable. I mean, he's built like Zion, but fatter, but able to stay on the court more often. So I don't know what's going on there. He's basically like a Zion if Zion could stay healthy without all the hype. That's basically what Kenny Lofton is. So Kenny Lofton, did he cook Chet Holmgren? Maybe. But Chet Holmgren did come away with 10 plus defensive rebounds. Plus, he still got his double-double with his 10 points. And he did get like an assist here and there. So there's that. I do think Chet Holmgren is going to be really good for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And the only thing that gets in his way of getting the stats that he needs to for this upcoming season to win Rookie of the Year are maybe his teammates. Because they have so much, and I do mean so much talent on the Thunder. Hell, this Thunder team has been developing and is still developing as we speak because of all those draft picks that Sam Presti was able to get after trading away the superstars. They got Shea, they got Josh Giddey, they got the Jalen Williams duo, and they've got even more guys coming from this draft and the next draft. Plus, Chet Holmgren is waiting in the rafters, and unlike Wembanyama, basically, Chet Holmgren has teammates, so he's going to need to share the ball. His points won't be as high as they probably should be, just because there's so much talent already on the team. But his rebound numbers will go up, and I'm sure his assist numbers will go up too. Because when you play with good teammates, you're going to have the opportunity to spread the ball around a lot more. So I really think the Rookie of the Year combos should be between 3 people. Victor Wembanyama, Scoot Henderson, and Chet Holmgren. I mean, after watching Brandon Miller play, come on MJ, what were you thinking? Sure, it's been 2 games, but the guy fouls more than he gets points, almost, at this point. So, with Brandon Miller a nasty pick? Maybe, but we won't know until we get there. Anyway, that's really all I wanted to say. I want to make a quick, exciting little video because Chet Holmgren is really getting me hyped for this NBA season. But that's about it. Catch y'all later. Much love. Peace.